What up, y'all? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I am your host, Chris, and we the podcast for all good fans out there. Sports heads, we love you. What we talk about today, though, is the Falcons want to trade Julio Jones. Mayweather got another fight to get the bag. Who's our best players that we thought was going to be a beast in the NFL or NBA or any sports league? And dudes we thought was going to be good and they were terrible. I feel like I did that twice, but whatever. Next on Yeah, I Said It Sports.
And you gotta leave that shit just like that.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, the voice of the fans. I am your host, Chris. I got my guys with me today. No Brianna, she is traveling. What up, fellas?
What up? What up?
Shit, nothing. Y'all know how we do it. We jumping right into it. But first, we was gonna talk about Julio Jones. But breaking news: Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul has just agreed to fight June 6th in Miami. This literally just happened 1 minute ago. Your quick thoughts, because my quick thoughts is, like Darius just said and quoted, Floyd just found a way to get a bag real quick and easy on a real quick and easy fight for him. And he gonna embarrass the kid because he's not on that level, nowhere near. But he could get lucky. What y'all think?
Is it like
a good fight or
real
not?
Fight, bro? Is it like a real fight or one of them like versus?
I think it's gonna be an exhibition.
So it's like one of
I think it's
no
gonna be an
punches to the
exhibition
face,
boxing
only
match.
punch to the body type stuff.
I don't know.
I don't do okay. So in real life, Logan Paul is like 6'3", right? Is he like 6'3"?
Yeah, he's a nice sized white boy.
5'8". Like as far as like sheer size, that don't match up at all. I don't think they're gonna be punching each other in the face. Something don't sound right about that, man. It just don't. It don't sound right.
I don't care if this nigga was big show size. This dude fought Nate Robinson, and then this dude probably fought your first created person on the first fight night that ever came out. Come on, man. Ain't no way. I don't care. I can't take Logan Paul seriously, bruh. Like, I understand.
No, he hasn't fought an actual boxer yet.
I understand, like, he just not no regular bum out here that he done took some boxing classes. But you done fought literally your two fights that we done seen against dudes who shouldn't have been that don't even box. So, like, that junk don't matter. I shout out to him for going for the bag because motherfuckers would pay to see that shit.
Yeah.
I give him that. That's a business move, I believe. So I shout out to him on that. Man, Floyd going bash this kid, even if they just doing body shots. Ain't no way, as big as he is, man, this dude not catching Floyd, bro. And now you gonna tell him, I ain't even got to worry about getting hit in the face. Man, Floyd about to be out here square dancing on this dude, bro. Just tatting him up for no reason, bro.
I assume it's just to show that Buddy ain't really a boxer like that. Like Floyd want to show like he ain't really that dude.
And Floyd gonna take 70% of the purse. Watch this shit. He's gonna take like 70% of that shit.
He definitely gonna get paid.
I'm using my name. Just because I'm using my name.
Exactly.
What you thinking, Sean? You think it's gonna be an embarrassment?
I'm not intrigued. I think it's gonna be trash.
I think it's gonna be literal trash. I think we just gonna see this see his white boy get destroyed because that's just not fair. He should at least fought somebody else that's fought for real before fighting Floyd Mayweather. If they're actually going to do a real exhibition like where you get the hit in the face and all types of stuff like that, this is not good. Even though Floyd has never been known as a knockout artist, it's still
Floyd might knock Jake Paul out. If they get the hit in the face, Floyd might knock this dude out, bro. Might knock him out. Floyd will do it for the culture. He'd be like, man, I'll knock him out for the culture, dog. I ain't even gonna trip. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, shout out. Hey, get the bag, man. Get the bag.
Yeah, get y'all money, man. Get y'all money because a lot of people gonna want to pay to see it. A lot of guys gonna pay to see it. But on to a regular schedule program. The Atlanta Falcons just, I think it was a little shock coming out, and for the most part, the reports are that the Atlanta Falcons are looking to move away and trade Julio Jones to whoever wants him. But there's a catch, okay? The catch is they cannot trade him before June 1st because if they trade him, it's going to cost them $23 million. So on June 1st, they get to save, was it $13 million, Blair?
Yeah, I think it's like 13, something like that.
$13 million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you guys, is this a smart move or a dumb move? And who is the team out of all the other teams that should go for this and get Julio?
First, I'm gonna say, Julio deserved better anyway. That's what I'm gonna say. First of all, Julio deserved better. Given Julio has had a few injuries in his career, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the big thing. So teams ain't gonna give up nothing crazy for him. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, it's as bad as it is that they can use that scapegoat, whatever team he go to, wherever your receiving core is ranked at, that shit shoots up instantly. Because as much as he's been hurt, when he on the field, it's no question. You can ask all the receivers in the NFL. Most of them is saying, bruh, Julio, bruh. Julio. He is that dude. I do believe if he can stay healthy, he can still produce at like a stupid high level, bruh. And the only reason people don't regard him higher is because for some reason Matt Ryan won't throw to this dude in the red zone, bruh. He just don't do it. He don't do it. I hear a lot of people complain about Julio touchdowns, but if they don't throw it to you in the red zone, shit, you can't catch them motherfuckers. I feel like they trying to do it because it's a deep draft at receiver, and they want to just get a young receiving core off the board. Off, and because they mark so high, they'll fuck around and get Jamar Chase. They might feel like he the next coming, Julio, which wouldn't be bad. Who needs him? Who should go for him? The Baltimore Ravens, hands down. Like, y'all need to be blowing this nigga up, bruh. If Julio go to the Ravens, I am afraid this year. I ain't even gonna stress. I ain't gonna act like I'm not. I will be afraid of these niggas this year, dog. Because if all else fails, what he's going to do is garner the attention that you need to get these other dudes open. Because no matter where he go, they going to respect Julio. Julio could go to the Jets. They going to respect Julio Jones. I do think the Ravens should go for him. If not, he needs to go to a team that's like on the cusp and just needs something to take him over the top. Maybe somebody like, I'll pair him with Devontae Adams in the Packers.
Ooh.
Yeah, they wouldn't. That ain't happening.
Shit, I'll sell out. If he'll come, I'll sell out, bro. I'll sell out.
But the Packers don't do that.
I feel you. I'm just saying, if I was them, I'll sell out, bro.
I agree with you, but if they did, Think about if they did, though. That's what the Buccaneers are doing. The Buccaneers are selling out. We're going to go balls to the wall for these next couple years. We're going to spend what we got to spend and try to go win as many chips as we possibly can. If the Packers did the same thing with Aaron Rodgers and went balls to the walls, like, hey, we got you Julio. We gave up our next year's first-round pick. Let's go.
Yeah, the biggest narrative would be they'd be like, oh, they'll never go get Aaron Rodgers, nobody.
Correct.
Because you're not going, as much as I feel like he deserve it, I mean, you're not going, nobody giving up a first-round pick for him at this point. No, he's 32 with his injury history. But you give up like a second rounder, maybe like a sixth rounder, some shit like that. Man, this is the opportunity because you can get somebody like that for a little cheaper than you usually could. That's like having 2 number ones on the field at both times. That shit would be crazy. That offense, they instantly become the number 1 offense in the NFL with Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, and Aaron Jones running the backfield.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like as far as like a projection preseason, them boys become number 1 offense in the NFL.
It literally is a point to like who do we even guard? Who do we stop?
Yeah, where's our game plan? Point, who gets the double team? You can say Devontae Adams get the double team if Julio, if he hampered, but if you got a Julio that is healthy, do you double team him or do you double team the dude who done been torching for the past 2 years? That make it tough.
I definitely agree with you. For them. I definitely agree with you on both of those points. When I first heard it, I thought the same thing. The Baltimore Ravens, first of all, this is it's not a dumb move. I can't say it's a dumb move. It's an unexpected move. I don't like it. I agree that he deserves better. The first thing I thought about is, oh man, the Baltimore Ravens got 2 first-round picks. They about to hawk them and be like, hey, you can take both of these and we'll get him.
Nah.
Then the second part came out and said, oh, no. They don't want to trade him until June 1st because they'll save $19 million or $13 million. $13 million is $13 million. Mm-hmm. So they already have the young receiving core. I mean, the first team I thought about was Baltimore. The Packers is a very, very, very good choice. What about, I'm going to just throw this out there. What about the Cleveland Browns and an even trade for him for Odell Beckham?
They're going to say Odell not worth Julio.
I'm just saying.
But, I mean.
If you're the Browns, what I'm saying is, if you're the Browns, you do that shit.
If the Browns get Julio Jones, I'm scared of the Browns. On offense, at least. Because, at this point, Baker Mayfield, just throw the ball up, nigga. Throw the ball up. One of these dudes going to come down with that shit. Yep. These other dudes done proved they was good last year. You know what I'm saying? And you got that 1-2 punch in the backfield. They become the number 1 offense. If Julio Jones go to Cleveland, they shoot up the projected number 1 offense.
Hey, man, if somehow, and we know we all don't, most of us on this panel does not like the Browns.
I hate the Browns.
If the Browns get somehow, some way, are aggressive enough to go get Julio Jones, and they just signed Clowney, and they still got Garrett, and they still got Hunt.
Projections say they the team to beat then.
Lord Jesus.
In the AFC.
It is a fire.
Team to beat, dog.
Who the hell who's the hell's gonna beat them?
That just
Sean, what you think, man?
A
good move. Who should go get him? What team is the most desperate?
Reality, I agree with both of y'all. I would have thought I would have seen Julio return in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It's the bill. It felt like a Jerry Rice type situation. So I think that they're going to really send him off to a team that's trash, for real. I don't think they would send him off to a team. You know what I'm saying? If I was Julio, I would get my bread, but I could see him actually going to a young quarterback You know what I'm saying? And he can groom the wide receivers. I could see him in a Buffalo. I could see him down in Miami. They got picks. You know what I'm saying?
Man. But to what you saying, Sean, if he go to Buffalo, you don't think Buffalo shoot to the top?
Oh yeah. Anywhere. Well, I ain't gonna say anywhere, because even if he came to the Bengals, we not shooting to the top, because we got too many holes. So I'm with a team that's on that edge. I wouldn't even say, well, Baltimore, I wouldn't say that their offense would go all the way to the top. I wouldn't say that, because you still got to train Lamar throw the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? So even if he get targeted 15 times a game, all you're going to have to do is do a cover 2 on his ass. Not to take a Julio Jones, but they don't have the wide receivers to complement him, though. You know what I'm saying? They do have a good tight end. What's his name? Andrews.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. So it would be scary. They gotta have some good preseason games, you know what I'm saying? A lot of coaching. But I would love to see him basically just go to a contender, man. Not to say Baltimore is not one, but I like to see him go to like Buffalo. I would love to see him in a Green Bay uniform. Let Aaron Rodgers and him go out in their high horse together.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. But like Blair said, man, they want to give Aaron Rodgers shit, man. And he's standing 10 toes down and holding it down himself, MVP style. It's really it's a terrible league on how they really treat these players, but that's my take, bro. I would like to see him go somewhere as a contender, but they ain't gonna do all that.
Hey, the Bills would be crazy. I'm glad you said that. That shit would be him and Stephon Diggs.
Blair, what you thinking, man?
I have no idea, bro. It would be nice if he went somewhere. Let's say he went to, we're shooting out names. So I'm going to say either Oakland or Tennessee. I think it would be nice to be in one of those places, considering their wide receiver situation. I don't know if they necessarily won't send him to a good team, but I think it all depends on who gives the most for Julio. And since Atlanta didn't come out and say, like, we worked out a deal with Julio, and we're trying to send Julio because of all his years of service, yada, 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 I don't really think that's what's happening. I really think this is about they're in a bad salary cap situation. I think is why this even comes up in the first place. So because they're in a bad salary cap situation, they're just trying to relieve the pressure. They still have dudes they have to sign. And Julio is what? Is this the last year of his deal?
No.
You got 2 years left because he got the one next year. Yeah. So he got a couple years left. I think this is this might be the last of the guaranteed money, but they're gonna get him off anyway just because of how he hits. And they're not gonna, I don't see him restructuring at this point to get less money to help the team win a Super Bowl. Because when they had the money, they made it, they blew it. They just have not been the same team since they've been to the Super Bowl. They just haven't been the same team. So I don't know if they'll do what's right by Julio, but I don't know what they're looking for either. So it depends on what they think is an acceptable trade or if I even think they'll, get rid of him or not. Because if they're looking for picks, it'll have to be we can do it now, but the trade won't be official till later. Or they're looking for like personnel to swap back. So in that case, it has to have a team and they have to have somebody that they're looking to develop that they would be willing to swap.
In that case, I think if they're looking for more personnel, it's got to be defenders. I think they're going to be looking for defenders because their offense is straight.
Then they'll trade them to Chicago.
Chicago.
Maybe so. If Chicago is looking for an actual receiver, but they made it seem kind of like he's just for, trying to get the best player in the draft they could get every round. They're not really.
I do feel like Chicago feel like their problem was quarterback. So they probably is content
but I understand they just paid Andy like he was gonna fix it. So maybe this year they just go with the best player available every time they get a pick.
Yeah. I just feel like it's sad. I thought, just like Sean, I thought he was going to retire a Falcon.
Not receivers, bro. Like, nobody.
Come to Pittsburgh, Julio will take care of you. We will take care of you, dog. I'll drop any of them niggas.
Moving on. Since we are talking on the the precipice of the draft. We thought we'll give you guys the players that we thought when they were coming out that they was going to be beasts. And it just turns out they were not. Not at all. So, who is the player, no matter what the sport is, football, basketball, baseball, anything, that you thought coming out, college, high school, that you thought was going to be the man? He got to the league and he was straight ass. Sean, man, who you got, bruh?
Man, I hate to say this guy, man, but he's a fellow Buckeye.
Oh, God. You're going to use the same guy I got.
Oh, no, I hope not. But David Boston, bro.
He wasn't ass, though.
No.
He was.
You got to understand they had him like this. You feel me? So when you like this and you going against, you know what I'm saying, your name is with Peyton Manning, your name is with Charles Woodson and them boys, and you don't give them shit. You was more worried about being in the weight room than on the damn field. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was in WWE.
Yes.
He weighted himself out of football.
Yes.
He did muscle himself out of football.
This nigga was huge.
John Cena or something out there, you know? So David Boston, another guy, I'm gonna stay right there in the house. Another guy, as far as the NBA, I thought that was gonna be something that flopped. Evan Turner, second pick of the draft, right after John Wall, College Player of the Year, bust. I believe he's coaching somewhere now. I think for Boston Celtics or something like that. Straight up bust. And
he's still in the league, bro. I think he's still in the league.
Is he?
I think so. He just no.
I feel you, though.
He just wasn't what he thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I feel you, though.
Yeah, man. I thought he was gonna do something, but a guy who I thought that was gonna be great. We ain't got to that part yet, have we?
Not yet.
No,
not yet. So next, not yet.
Oh yeah, you good. That was some good ones.
Those are some good ones. Who you got, Darius?
All right, man. My football one, you know.
Who was it? Artie Burns?
Nah, it definitely wasn't. This nigga's ass. Hey, shout out to the U, but I wish you wasn't a part of that. You know what I'm saying? But now,
that's cold, bro.
Hey, it is what it is. Damn, for football, for me, it's this dude, fucking LaMichael James, bro. He went to Oregon, bruh. I thought Buddy was gonna be it. I was like, bruh, this nigga. They put him back there in that return game. He's Devin Hester-esque and all of that. Man, this man came in the league as fast as he went, man. Like, I don't know what happened to my boy, man. Michael James, I thought you was going to be nice, man, and you wasn't. I'm sorry. Basketball, man, this dude, Sebastian Telfair, dog. Bro, like this, bro. This dude had the documentary hyping him up and shit. Like, yes, bro.
He was on there on the cover with LeBron.
Nice. He was nice, dog. Or at least he had me believing that he was nice, dog. Like, I was like, hey, this dude gonna be all right in the league, bro. You know what I'm saying? He need to come straight out of high school. Now look at you, Sebastian. You out here doing bullshit with your life. This nigga went to jail for some bullshit. Booty. Okay.
Man, so I'm going to go the guy, I'll say the first guy in the NBA. I'm going to go with NBA first. I thought he was going to be an absolute monster. I'm sorry to do it. They're both Ohio State guys. Was Greg Oden. I thought Greg Oden was going to be the greatest I've ever seen.
Knees though, bro. Like that's injury that made him.
Oh, he had them Benjamin Button knees, man.
But the sad part was his game wasn't bad. It was every time he'll start get going, he'd have like a good 20 and 10 game. And you're like, oh, he about to come. Then he'd be like, boom. He is out for the season, guys. He's out for the season. What the fuck? Like, come on, Greg. I'm rooting for you here. Every time he'll start balling, he'll have a good game against somebody that's supposed to be a beast in the league. And he's like, oh, here he comes. He'll have a good week, and then it's like, Greg is out again for the season. He has to have an operation. Like, God damn. Then to think about the second pick after him was Kevin Durant is just like, hurts my soul.
Hey,
it wasn't his talent, it was his knees, man.
Hey, that's both sides of the spectrum right there, dog.
Both sides. And then my second guy, it hurts me to do this to my Ohio State guys, but it's just the truth.
Y'all watch them so much, they just be straight ass.
Well, no, it's no, it's not even about that. It's just the fact that you see certain things in certain players, you're like, oh, this guy could be great. Like, he's a beast. Nah, he was not.
Your lenses are colored with Ohio State colors, bro. So when y'all watch Ohio State players, y'all be like, that dude gonna kill when he get to the league. And they just don't.
A lot of the times you can see that they're not going to kill when they get to the league, so you don't say nothing. And if they end up working out, and you're just like, oh, okay, he was all right. Didn't think he was going to be all right, but he was all right. Case in point, what's my man for the Browns? The corner. God dang, I can't think of his name right now. I didn't think he was going to be a beast. Yes, I didn't think Denzel Ward was going to be the man. Not like that. Denzel Ward. I didn't think Denzel Ward was going to be the man, but he turned out to be it. I was like, okay.
He was like the first.
Yeah, I understand. I still didn't believe in him.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't believe in him like that. I was just like, he might be all right. Hey, you made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Hey, you did your thing. But this guy, man, Sean gonna know as soon as I say it. At the time, it might still be. It's no longer I think he's no longer the sack leader. But oh man, this hurts my soul. He is a defensive end. He was drafted by the New York Jets.
I didn't know you're talking about Vernon Golson.
6th overall pick. Mm-hmm.
Vernon Golson.
He had 37 tackles. His last year when he came out to the league, he had 37 tackles, 15 and a half for loss, 14 sacks. Man got to the league over 3 seasons with the New York Jets.
Nothing.
He had 0 sacks.
Booty dude.
Not a one. And if you see this dude, and you see this man walking up to you, like, oh my God, who is this? Zeus? Like, this nigga is, who the fuck is this? Where did they make you at? In a lab? Like, the dude is just like muscles on top of muscles. You got muscles coming out your neck and ears and shit. This nigga was huge. He didn't do shit in the league.
He couldn't move him in the league, though.
Man, but part of that, he even ran like a 4.6 40. He was 6'3", 266.
Yeah, he was supposed to be that dude.
He got it. He don't got it. He never had it when he got to the league. He didn't have it. Nothing. And the scheme that they put him in just didn't work for him. Like, oh, we're going to put him at linebacker? Nah, you can't do that. He's a defensive end. He was a 4-3 defensive end playing in the 3-4 defense, and it just didn't work. But yeah, man, he was straight ass, and I just had to admit that. Like, oh, he almost got there. Nah, almost don't count because he just no, and it hurts, but it's the truth. Blair, who you got, man?
All right, it's because I just honestly a lot of dudes that I don't think are going to be that great. So I'll go with who I thought might be okay was they said Tyreek Evans.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he was supposed to be that.
That was a good one.
I always thought that because he went to Sacramento, he just did not pan out. Because a lot of dudes that go to Sacramento just don't, for whatever reason, because the organization or whatever. But they say he was supposed to be that dude. He had flashes of it, but in the end, he
was rookie of the year too, right?
That dude, yeah, I think so.
Another one of them dudes that didn't develop a damn jump shot.
Yeah.
Could slash to the rim like hell.
Damn.
I have nothing for football, bro. I don't know. I thought it was just not going to be asked. I tend not to give them dudes much credit coming out of college just because you've been there. You've been young. Dude, you think going to be good. Dude is garbage. Like, everybody motivation in college is different. So it's kind of hard to tell who's actually not going to suck, other than like usually a lineman or something, because those dudes usually translate. Everything else is competition. Like, it's hard to gauge who's not going to be garbage. That's why some of the best dudes, even recently, don't come from the big schools. Football is one of the few sports, like some dude came from some JUCO, and it was just because he was too dumb to go to regular school. Or he didn't care enough about grades. He just didn't care enough about it to matter.
He did something stupid.
Yeah,
or he
got
did something
trouble
dumb.
with something dumb and they couldn't save him. He ran out of chances and he just couldn't make it. Like, talent in NFL is completely different than a lot of other sports because the talent there is based on several different things beyond just being good, man. Because a lot of the NFL is based on situation. Because, great dudes in the wrong situation, they just end up as nothing. Even if they had great life coming into it, you're like, how'd that dude end up so sucky? They like, oh, he ended up with the Jets. Or he ended up in Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, he was a quarterback.
Unless you're
anybody on New York is usually pretty.
Only exception is what my man name is, Joe Thomas, that played for the Browns. He probably like the only exception. But yeah, that's to your point, nigga. Yeah, you was right, nigga.
They need to look at organizations. I don't even know if it's how they process information, bro. I feel like certain organizations get it right and certain ones don't. Like, there have been certain organizations that consistently get a good quarterback every 10 to 15 years. And then there's some organizations that ain't had a quarterback in like 45 years. So that lets you know the one they got was luck. It was not a plan. It was not good scouting. It was not those, unless there's a common scout somewhere in the league and everywhere that dude goes or those couple dudes go, they get a good quarterback. There has to be a method that's beyond conventional that determines if your quarterback that you draft is going to suck or not. Like, it just has to be a method, man, beyond just asking simple questions, because the simple questions, you can teach people the right answers for those.
Yes.
And every year, I think they're more hopeful for quarterbacks just because it's so hard to get that right. And it's so visible because it's so hard and it's so visible. I think they do everything in their power to kind of pump the quarterbacks up. They like, one of these dudes has got to hit.
So, man, it's got to be something, man. Man, fuck all this. Okay, yeah, plenty of people can throw and da-da-da. I can get one of these receivers out here to throw. How can you process this information? Can you read this defense? Can you progress to your first, second, third read and your safety valve? It need to be a lot more of that. If you do a lot more of that, you weed out Jamarcus Russell in the beginning. Because this nigga didn't even watch tape. How in your evaluation can you not figure out this dude don't even watch tape? I give any if I want you to play quarterback, I'm giving you tape, study this shit, come back tomorrow and tell me what you see. I'm about to ask you questions about this tape, nigga. So I feel you, man. Yeah, it's gotta be a way. Nigga, some teams figured it out and some teams haven't. Right about that shit.
Yeah. So, since we're talking about figuring shit out, who did you know was going to be a beast? And they went to the league, and they was a beast. Sean, I'm going to go to you first because I already know what you're going to say. So go ahead, bro. Who's that dude?
I'm going to go with some current guys, man. I knew for sure Julius Randle was, I ain't going to say a beast. I knew he was going to be nice. He just had to, you know what I'm saying, find his way in the league for real. I think he would have still been doing his thing in LA, but not with the current roster. But yeah, he had to just find his way. and get a solid coach. Not to say nothing against Woodson or Fisher, but a lot of them coaches was trash, bro. Like they didn't know what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that being said, also, and who was the other guy? Yeah, I'm gonna just go with Julius Randle right now. Sweet and simple, man. Oh, that's what Booker. A lot of people were sleeping on Booker, but he was the sixth man of the year in Kentucky. He had a wet ass three. You know what I'm saying? He was in school. I think he will be better. I think he will be an all-star like yearly. You know what I'm saying? With CP3 for about 3 more years, if they keep him around,
Man.
that's going. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I was about to say to your point. I feel like for the past couple of years, Devin Booker been getting snubbed, nigga.
Oh yeah.
Real shit.
Oh yeah, but see now they got CP3, a good record going right now. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna highlight them in Phoenix. That's another thing when we think about some of these small places besides Giannis, they don't really get their spotlight. They not on ESPN every night. They ain't on TNT like that. But with CP3 highlighting that, man, I think the sky's the limit, man. And man, he been balling, bro. Like I said, I knew he was gonna be a beast, and his game's starting to show it.
All right. There's who you got, man. Who you got?
All right, man. I got 2. I got 1 for football and basketball, you know what I'm saying? Basketball, I'm going with the home team, man. Told niggas. Everybody was talking shit about my boy. Fucking Zion, nigga. Told niggas. Told niggas out here, dog. I done watched this young man since he was in high school, bruh. High school. Same thing he doing right now, this man been doing since high school. When he was in high school, I heard, oh, man, all his people stayed in Spartanburg. He went to a prep school. He doing against them white boys. Then he went to Duke. Nigga ball so hard, nigga blew out his damn shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody like, that college ball. Wait till you get to the league. Now, right now, young nigga everybody talking about Zion. Man, here to stay, bruh. Man is here to stay. Small shout out to Ja Morant, because he from South Carolina too. You know what I'm saying? He balling too. But I gotta give it to my boy Zion. And then football, for me personally, it was Derrick Henry. I told a bunch of people because people don't like, and I can say it's kind of true. Alabama, it seemed like whatever you gonna get out of Alabama running back, Nick Saban get it out of him, or it used to be Nick Saban got it out of him when they was in Alabama. Bo Scarborough, Trent Richardson, all them boys, stupid beasts at Alabama. Ain't shape up to be nothing. I always felt like, because this is another guy I've been watching since high school, bruh. This nigga Derrick Henry ran for an ungodly amount of yards in high school, bruh. Like, it was ridiculous. This man done looked the same way for like the past 12 years, nigga. He done been this big for like the past 12 years. And a lot of people, at least a lot of people I know, they was like, bruh, he just gonna be a regular running back in the league. And then especially like after his first season or two, people was like, yeah, oh yeah, we was right about Derrick Henry. He just another running back. Running backs don't last that long. Now they calling this nigga King Henry, bro. I've been running rushing title for the past 2 years. They still shut him down, but I fucks with you, Henry. I can't even lie. I fucks with you, big dog. I told them niggas, man. I told them about you.
Blair?
I'll go with basketball, I guess. I don't know about football that I thought somebody was going to be. I'll have to think about that one a little more. Basketball was Steph.
That's a
I
good
saw
one.
Steph in the tournament at Davidson, bro. And I knew then, like, oh, this dude his shot is stupid. Like the way he played, the way he shot, what he did in those games, and I didn't know who Davidson was. I had never seen a Davidson game in my life. But when I saw Steph play, I knew. I'm like, oh, this dude will be nice. And he's that dude. His ankles were paper mache, and he had that problem in high, and he had that problem in college too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ankle problem he had for a long time. But you knew he could shoot. And it was if he looks like this, there's gonna be no way you stop this dude. Because I remember thinking like you heard the name, like that Dale Curry, like that's Dale Curry's kid, like that's Dale Curry's son. You knew his dad played in the league, and you knew his dad shot threes. So like he was shooting NBA range in college.
Yeah.
So he was
They
still
definitely
shooting at
wrote
the
him
old
off
line.
too.
Like the old NBA line, he was still shooting at that line. So that's why I knew then. I'm like, oh yeah, that's unfair, dude. He had a whole life, you know, in gym shooting at super far rims. Like this dude's range was legit. Now he took it to another level because they still wasn't shooting by the logo when Pops was playing. But it was further back than it is now. You know, like I don't know if y'all they moved the line in because the dude sucked so bad at shooting threes. They moved the line in for these dudes. That's why the line went in. They were really bad at shooting threes. They moved it. People don't even talk about that as a thing anymore. They literally moved the three-point line in because dudes were that bad at it.
Everything you were saying is 100% facts, man. Like Steph Curry definitely got written off, like before he came into the league, and now he is the greatest shooter of all time.
I know when I saw him, he could shoot. You could tell he could shoot. Like, bro can shoot. There's no question. There was no question if he could shoot. It's not like, can he get them shots off in the NBA? But, oh, no, he getting them off.
He getting them off.
Like, dude's shot was too quick. Like, his release was way too fast. He had the release you had when you playing around with your homies. And you like, you trying to get it off. That was his actual shot. Like, it was that fast.
It's crazy because it looked good, and everybody know Ray Allen got a quick release, but that bitch is ugly as fuck. This nigga Steph's shot is so pure, nigga. Like, bruh.
It looked good, bro. Like, he gave you like three good games, like three really good games when it counted for a team that you knew shouldn't have been there. Like, there's no way Davidson beats these dudes. And it would be like, Steph gave 30. They're like, how many? Steph had 30. Steph had 27. Like, he really went out there and killed in the tournament.
To the Elite Eight, dog. That was crazy.
And I will, you know, and that actually matters for basketball. The dudes that step up during the tournament, you can see those dudes being somebody. They don't always pan out to be that dude. Because I remember they said the same thing about Kyle Lowry. Real heavy when he first came in. I thought Kyle Lowry was a bum, was straight wash when he came in, bro. It took him a few years to turn into the Kyle Lowry he was in Toronto. Because at first it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't, bro.
Who else did you used to play for? Memphis or somebody?
Yeah, that was the Vancouver, not Vancouver, it was the Grizzlies. Yeah, the same color. Yeah, it's the
Grizzlies. For Memphis, right?
Yeah.
So my guys, one guy, I'm gonna go with football first. First, I want to say, Sean, I can't believe you didn't say this. The first person that I knew even say the name was Kobe Bean Bryant. I can't believe you didn't say Kobe Bean Bryant. You're the first person that said, this fool literally told me, bruh, he the next Michael Jordan. Bro.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm like,
but did you feel like
please?
And Kobe?
I gotta give it to him. He was the first and only one, and he was right. But the guy I want to say is, I'm gonna look into the camera. I'm trying to remember who exactly it was, but I think it was Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper was basically saying that because he set out a year at Ohio State, that he was going to turn out like his father and his uncle, that he was going to get hurt and he was going to have a bad year, but he could possibly be very good. And that guy ended up going to the Super Bowl. He ended up being voted as the 17th best player in the entire NFL. That guy had 9 sacks. That guy is Nick Bosa. Okay, Nick Bosa. He was the number 2 overall pick. I heard analyst after analyst saying, well, he set out a year. He might not have a good season. He has to be, slowly brought into the league. He was voted as the 17th best player, not defensive end, best player in the NFL. He went to the Super Bowl his rookie year, and it was because of him in that defense. 1. 2, now number 2, I have proof of this. My guy was in homeroom with me when I said these things. I had to be like a junior or sophomore in high school, but I've definitely said these things. You guys know this story, but it is what it is. The first time I saw him, I said, the nigga is probably the greatest athlete I've ever seen. Why is he doing this shit at 16, 17? I don't know, but it's just the truth. I was right. People were telling me, he ain't gonna be that good. Yeah, you lying. It's LeBron James.
Man, come on,
It's
man.
the truth. It's the truth. This is what was being told to me. Bruh, this dude ain't that good. I brought in the magazine.
Don't turn on the camera on your ass.
I brought in the magazine of him being on cover of Sports Illustrated. These fools, they read the article in homeroom. I said, look, man, dude is a beast. These fools looked at me like, bruh, he ain't gonna be no good. I said, man, what you mean? Like, bruh, what it sound like? Bruh, I'm going to go get some Jordans, bruh. What am I gonna say when I go get his shoes? I'm gonna go get some LeBrons. Man, that sounds stupid as hell. How them niggas look now? Y'all look dumb as fuck.
Blair.
Hey, Ralph, get in the comments. I know you be in the comments. And I'm telling the truth. Any nigga that went to high school with me and we had this conversation, I definitely said it. I said, bro, dude gonna be a motherfucking monster. There's nothing that people gonna be able to do with him. Man, whatever, bro. He ain't all that. Such and such to go here is better than him. I'm like, okay. Then they saw him play and were like, hey, man, dude's the truth. I gotta say it because I was right. And the next guy, I know y'all tired of hearing it, but I was right. I do like to be right.
I don't know nobody who thought LeBron was gonna be booty, man.
What I'm saying is, I was the first one in my circle to say he was a beast, and niggas was like, nigga, you crazy. I'm like, no, he's gonna be the truth. Then they saw him and like, okay, he might just be the truth. But that's what I got, man. It is what it is. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves.
Be a beast too, though.
What'd you say?
You also thought Eddie Curry was gonna be a beast.
Hey, man, his heart problems. Heart problems.
Hey, man, you ain't gave Greg Oden that courtesy because he had
but he played longer. And then he did not make one. He did not make one. But he was balling. He had a year where he was averaging 18. That's how he got that contract to go to the Knicks.
Man, fuck that. I'ma say it. Look, Percy Harvin, I thought you was gonna be better than you was, man. I'ma just throw that out there. Because you was the shit in college.
Hey, look, man. I'ma say it. Sean Springs, I thought you was gonna be the greatest corner I ever seen in my life. The injuries, man, the injuries. I was like, oh Lord, no. Oh God, no.
Oh, doing all that. Tag in. I'ma say it.
Say that shit, son. Say that shit.
The fuck happened to you, boy?
Fuck happened to you, fake Devin Hester?
But like, I'm holding my shit in. I ain't got nothing. I ain't believing any of these niggas. I'm sorry.
But like, all these niggas had the same chance, nigga.
But hey, man, I cannot wait till Thursday's draft. We are going to give you our reaction.
I see why Smith dropped.
Yeah, who?
Geno Smith, West
Oh,
Virginia, Jet.
I ain't believe in his ass anyway. Him or Pat White.
nope.
Got
Right.
Bless you.
Thank you. But guys, continue to like, share, and subscribe. Help our
Hit
channel
that
to
button.
continue to grow. Hit the little notification bell whenever we post a video. All right. We be wilding out on here because we like to, and that's just who we are. We're the podcast for all things sports and the podcast for all fans. If you want to be part of the show, you can hit us on our email. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen for you. You can be part of the show. Ralph, finish your take, bruh. Send it in. Everybody else, finish your take. Don't call me and tell me that's what I want to say. You call your damn self. I will play your voicemail over the video. We will react. If you want to join the show, hit me up. Dave, you next. You're going to be on the show next week, all right? When we do our reaction to the draft. Gotcha. God bless. See y'all till next time. Deuce.
Peace.
Peace.